Welcome to Spoiler Alert, where we talk about and spoil the shows you're obsessed with. This week, we're going to talk about Revenge, Mindy Project, Scandal, and Retta's got some Parks and Rec scoop. Welcome, everyone. Matt, are you going to perform for us?
I thought I might sing a little something later.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Revenge had this big flashback episode. I like the flashback episodes of Revenge, I'll say up front. I like when they sort of put the pieces to the puzzle together. Loved seeing Victoria and her mother. Loved seeing them try to de-age cast members by 6 years.
I believe Madeline still likes that too.
Right, exactly. Well, who didn't look any different? Everyone looked, their hair was like messed up a little bit.
Exactly.
But Madeline still looked exactly the same.
I felt like her hair just looked a little bit thicker. They didn't make it as smooth as she normally has it. And I felt like she looked like Mona Lisa in every single shot. Every shot, just the dead eyes, which is her normal thing. But with the coloring of the episode, she looked like Mona Lisa.
I like the episode more than I thought I was going to also.
I did too.
But I almost feel like a problem that the show has with these flashbacks is that's a show I want to watch. I want the flashback version of Revenge. Like, I even want the Jack storyline in the flashback Revenge, because the father's still alive, and I always felt that killing off the father in the pilot was a mistake.
What are you doing with the gun, Dad? I'm protecting what's mine. I'm gonna fight for my boys this time.
I like that actor. I like the layer that the character added to that whole storyline. Mm-hmm. So I always question why they killed him off, but with these flashbacks, they at least find ways to bring him back in.
And in the flashback, Nolan is gay.
I know. You told me on our first date.
Which is, to me, much more interesting than what they're doing in the present day.
Right.
And Marco, his boyfriend, clearly coming back into the scene now.
Yeah.
It should be interesting how that's going to complicate things with his current relationship.
Yeah, I thought the Marco-Nolan relationship was interesting. I mean, for as little as we saw, I thought it was really interesting. So when he showed up at the very end, I was like, oh, he's coming back. Cool.
I have a business proposition for you. One that involves Nullcore.
I'm listening.
Speaking of filling in the blanks, I liked how we saw the first encounter between Emily and Ashley.
Right.
That whole thing where she basically saved her butt in the bathroom.
I don't like Ashley. I mean,
oh no, nobody does. But.
Yeah, obviously because she's all up in the mix. But I for some reason, I was like oddly pleased and satisfied with the fact that she was like a hooker.
There are other ways to make money.
Do you think I'd be doing this if I hadn't tried everything else?
Something sat right with me.
The universe was whole for once.
I was like, of course she was a prostitute. Ugh, she's still prostituting herself.
Now, switching gears to the Mindy Project, last week we broke some news about some cast changes, cast reductions, I guess you could say. Let's start with Anna Camp, who is going from a series regular to recurring. Some people surprised she was a series regular to begin with. They haven't been using her that much.
I was surprised. I didn't realize she was a regular.
Look, Gwen, it was a great best friendship, you know? Thank you for the good times.
Smart move. It frees up the actress who's extremely talented to do some other things. And also that storyline really wasn't working. It's like she was her own little island outside the show.
That was like really illustrated in the episode that aired this week where they cut away, Mindy has a phone conversation with her and there's nothing intrinsically funny about Anna Camp's character. Mm-hmm. So they just have something wacky going on in the background where her husband's trying to strap a tree to the car. And that's not even really funny. They kind of hint at like a flirtation between Anna's character and the guy who used to be in prison. Right. That would be an interesting way to go with the character, but she's married.
She's married. That's never
So if she was single, then you have opportunities. But like you said, I'm glad to have Anna freed up.
I would like their relationship if it was a drama.
Oh, you know?
Because then it would be funny. Mm-hmm. But all the other stuff is so much funnier that their relationship is kind of womp womp. And I like her a lot. Yeah. I like the character. I don't mind when she's on. In the first episode, I was like, oh, this is what she's doing in the show? Like, I was like, she didn't get a lot.
And Amanda Setton, who plays the office sex bot, she's leaving completely after a couple episodes. Again, a smart move. I don't really feel like that character was working.
Well, I missed an episode here or there. What happened to the massive crush she had on Danny Castellano?
That didn't really go anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere after that club episode?
No, nothing really materialized after that. And maybe that's because the writing was on the wall. This is all points to the show is finding its footing. And I do feel like it is improving. I thought the Thanksgiving episode was perhaps the funniest.
I liked it a lot.
Not everything worked. It was kind of nutso, but a lot of the little storylines did work. And I liked how Mindy, you really got a sense of her character in that episode. She's nuts.
I'm just kind of like crazy, like unpredictable. Adorable.
The more nuts she is, the better the show is.
I'm a lot like the weather, actually.
Do you feel like the Mindy-Danny dynamic is the strongest one on the show?
Yeah, I do. I love Chris Messina.
Yeah, he's doing
great together.
I just want to watch him the whole time.
All right. It's not that kind of show.
And in the pilot, I thought that they had something interesting with the Jeremy guy, the British guy, but he seems to have changed over since the pilot. Because now he's kind of fallen into this nebbishy role where in the pilot he had some swag.
Again,
I think
footing.
they're finding their footing. They're finding their footing. It's the first year. Now let's switch gears to everybody's obsession lately, Scandal.
It's been kind of Fitz light so far this season. There have been stretches of episodes where he's not even around because this G8 conference seems to be going on forever.
Yeah, it's
Do you think they're just trying to prove to people that, yes, the tawdry illicit romance is a good hook, but it's not our only thing?
Right. I think that's the case, and I think that he probably has a contract thing where he's not in every episode. Obviously, that's the reason why I got hooked on the show. Mm-hmm. But it's still been interesting enough for me to be excited for it to come on.
Right.
His wife, she brings it.
Yeah.
She's the worst. She's a love to hate.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
She's a love to hate, and I have a feeling I may start to like her.
The problem with the Fitz thing is it's so strong that when you bring in Norm Lewis as the senator guy, I mean, it's such a runner-up for Olivia.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I guess because it just seems so hot. The stuff on the bus when he's like, say my name.
Yeah.
And they're on the bus.
Dirty. Public transportation.
They all they did was touch hands. I was like, bring it.
Where do you think we're going with the whole Quinspiracy thing?
I don't know.
What happened there with the bomb that Quinn got blamed for?
They're saying they rigged the election.
That's they've been hinting.
Yeah.
So they're looking to detonate the evidence?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think they were trying to get rid of the
That's
machines.
what I think they were trying to get rid of the
I
machines.
want to know when the stuff is going to come back about the girl from the first season that got killed by Fitz's chief of staff.
Cyrus, yeah.
Cyrus,
Liza Weil?
Olivia and Cyrus are kind of cool again.
They're waiting to explode that
and
little
I want to know
bomb.
when that's going to come back and slap her in the face.
Well, this week's episode is supposed to be a massive game changer. Like the last few minutes are just supposed to really turn things around.
Have you seen it?
I've heard things.
You've heard things. Okay.
And then next week's is it's called Happy Birthday, Mr. President. That's supposed to be another big one. Ooh. And then we talked about in one of our columns that they have this big, around mid-season, big flashback episode. It's going to take us back on the campaign trail, and we're going to find out what this Defiance Doyle keeps referring to. He keeps referring to Defiance. We're going to find out that that's a place that figured into the election thing.
We're going to get to some Parks and Rec scoop, but real quick before we do that, Retta and I both feel that Walking Dead needs to get rid of Merle.
Ugh.
We don't like the character. We think he's a cartoon.
He-Dog. Yeah, big old spear chucker.
He's just so mean.
He's so mean.
He's
There's
so mean.
There's no layers there.
He didn't make it. Well, I hope he went slow.
I mean,
He's
there's
a
only a
cartoon.
few people
Okay,
left on the
but does
planet.
everybody need layers on the show?
Yes.
Can't we just have a despicable
I
guy?
don't need layers. The mean for me is too much. If he could lighten it up just a little bit.
He's pouring it on a little too thick.
Feels good, don't it?
He's been grating on my nerves.
People zig on Walking Dead. Like, I like Andrea, but apparently everybody else hates Andrea.
Well, not this season.
Well,
I liked her
not yet.
last season. This season, my God,
This
she's
season,
just
she's working-
clueless.
Come on, are you kidding me? With the governor?
Does she have to have sex with everything?
And I didn't need to see the sex scene. As much as I love hot, sexy sex, I like
Take
it.
a step back.
Enough.
I think you might have needed to see it.
No, I didn't need to see it.
You're in New York this week on hiatus from Parks and Rec for just a couple of weeks, but can you give us any scoop on what's coming up for
I heard there's a big
Donna?
holiday party coming up.
There is the holiday party. There's a lot of singing coming up because we go to the Gergich's Christmas party.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of singing there. There's singing.
And Jerry's wife is Christy Brinkley.
Yes. When I met Christy Brinkley, I was able to experience $1 million smile. I was walking by, she was pulling up her boots, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Christy, I'm Retta. I just wanted to say hi." And it was like an ad. It was like slow motion.
Soft
she
focus.
looked up, her hair flicked back, and she said, "Hi." It was magic. I swear. I think I was more stunned by her smile than Rob Lowe's.
Have you met Taye Diggs?
I've met Taye Diggs, but not on our set.
He's got like a million watt smile.
I met Taye Diggs 2 Emmys ago because I got to dance with him at a party, at Jimmy Fallon's party.
After the show. After the show. We'll say that for after the show. So what's coming up for Donna? Give us a little scooplet on Donna.
Donna gets to show one of her talents in a couple of episodes, in like 3 or 4 episodes.
What kind of talents?
You never know, but she's good at it.
Donna's got skills, man. She's got skills.
Well, very interesting. Thank you, Retta, for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, Matt.
And this is where I sing?
No, this isn't what you're saying. This
No.
is when we all, while the credits roll, look at the snow falling out in the city. Oh my God.
I could sing a song about snow.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
No more than 8 notes or we have to pay.
Hi, I'm Allison Brie,
And I'm Joel McHale.
and subscribe to ENT TV.
It's just ENTV for all your entertainment news.
No, it's EENTV.
It's just ENTV, so whatever.
It's ENENTEZ. Unless it conflicts with anything, channel or company we work for. I'm Allison Bray.
Signing off.